Start. Hope team can see my screen. So today is the continuation of day 5. In the last session, we have discussed about what exactly is master detail relationship, and we have seen a demo use case for the master detail relationship, and also we have seen the differences between lookup and master detail relationships. Did you guys practice this master detail use case? I think you are in the last session. Okay, try practicing this today. Uh, now we'll discuss about many to many relationship. It's a kind of one of the kind of relationship in Salesforce. Out of four, one is lookup, master detail, many to many, and self lookup or hierarchical relationship. So many to many relationship. So when I say many to many relationship, a many to many relationship links Salesforce objects together through a third object known as junction object to create multiple links between records. So it's like it's like the example, we have a relation between contact and account and sorry talent and account, right? And also in order to link the talent and account together with the help of third object to store the data to relate the talent data and the account data. We'll create a junction object. We'll create a junction object which is called third object that will store the talent data as well as the that will store the relation to talent data as well as the account data. So that's how it is. A many to many relationship in Salesforce is implemented using a junction object which connects two objects through uh, two master detail relationships. Behavior. Salesforce doesn't support direct many to many relationship. Like we don't have any kind of many to many relationship field in Salesforce. We need to do this in this way. We need to create a third object and make it as a bridge between first and second object. Junction object acts as a bridge. Deleting either master deletes the junction record. Junction inherits ownership and sharing. So if you delete the master data, if you delete the master record, if you delete the master object record, it automatically deletes the junction record. So we have various characteristics of this many to many relationships. Like it uses two master detail fields, and this many to many relationship is only compatible for master detail relationships, not the lookup, and supports roll up summary fields. And we can also do roll up summary fields. Like in the last session we have discussed about count of the contact, sorry, count of the contacts, right? Count of the contacts on the candidate, sorry, count of the tasks on the candidate, right? That also we can do with the help of roll up summary fields. And it enables cross object reporting, and it enforces strong data integrity. Like we can we can like we can reference to the various we can reference to the two master detail objects with the help of junction object, which is many to many relationship, and it enforces strong data integrity. So that's how about many to many relationship. If you look at this screenshot, if you look at this image, like I can see course and registration. Course and registration are two objects. Let's suppose in our employee onboarding app, we have courses, and the people registered for the courses. In order to in order to store this course and relationship data, uh, sorry, course and registrations data, student registrations data, we'll create a junction object. Sorry, course and students. In order to link the course and students, we'll create a junction object called registrations. This registration will have how many? This registration will have the registered course, and also it will have the registered student. who registered for the course and who registered what was the course and who registered for that course. uh, so it's like a it's like a master detail to course and as well as student. These are two tables, the course and student. In order to store the course data, in order to store the student data, we'll use it registrations as a junction object. Are you guys clear with this?
Yes, bro.
Like mm. So simply, whatever we are doing till now, like we are linking only two objects, right? In today's session, we'll see how to the two objects will be linked first, and in order to uh, link the two objects with another object, store the data of the two objects, store the relation between two objects in the other object, which is called junction object. That is called many to many relationship. Here, like you can see, the course a course can have multiple students and a student can have multiple courses. So m to m, many courses, many students, correct. In the previous sessions we only discussed parent to child, as the contact sorry, candidate is the parent and task is the child. A candidate can have multiple tasks. So we discussed in in that way. But here we are in a situation where we are encountering the many to many relationship. A course can have multiple registrations, multiple students. A student can opt for multiple courses. So these two are many. There is no parent here. Like both are parent. Are you getting this? In the last sessions we discussed, right? Talent to client. Client is the parent and talent is a child. A client can have many talents, but the talent can have only one client. The talent can have only one client. But in this scenario, that is called one to many. One is the client, many is the uh, one is the client and many is the talent. But here in this case, course and student, a course can have many students, so one to many. A student can have many courses, so both are many. That's why it is called many to many relationship. In that scenario, in order to store the data, in order to link that many to many relationship, we'll go for a junction object. Are you guys clear? Are we good to move to next slide? Okay. So we'll see a demo use case for many-to-many relationship. What is many-to-many relationship? A company uses Salesforce to manage employee trainings, objects, employee training enrollment, uh, employee employee training course training master detail, and okay. So if you look at this image, uh, a company uses Salesforce to manage employee trainings and objects are and here we have course and training. Course and training, these are two objects, and the relation between these two objects is master detail. Here a course, an employee can if you look at this logic, an employee can attend many training programs, and one training program can have many employees. You got it right? Are we seeing any parent to child relationship here? Because employee, here in this case, employee is the parent, he can have many training programs. But in this case, training program is an parent and employee is the child. So both are having many to many relationship. Both are having many to many relationship. So solution, in order to in order to link those two tables and maintain the data, use a junction object with two master detail relationships. Enrollment, employee, one is one in the junction object will have a field called enrollment, which will map to employee, and we also have a field called enrollment which will map to training program. So this third object will have connection between one and two objects. Are you guys good?
What is the solution here? Again, could you
So
explain it again?
solution here is in the last sessions we have we came across one to many relationships only, because where the candidate is the parent and task is the child, and client is the parent and talent is the child. A client can have n number of talents, but a talent can have only one client. That is one too many. Here there the client is parent and the talent is child. But in this scenario, we are stuck in a scenario uh, where between the employee and training program, where employee can have many training programs, and a training program can have many employees. We are seeing many to many. Here the employee is parent and here the training program is parent. But employee can opt for n number of training programs. A training program can have n number of employees. But in the last scenarios, we only see one object as a parent, one table as a parent, like client is the parent, candidate is the parent. But here both are behaving as a parent. So in this scenario, we'll create a third object and map the relation to the two objects, and the map the relation to the two objects with the help of junction object.
Akhil, 1 minute. So,
Hmm.
guys, so the junction object will behave as a link, just link to the course and students. So, for example, in the real world, so course may have multiple registrations, right? Multiple enrollments with the students, and also a student can have multiple registrations for the multiple courses. Okay, did you get it?
Correct.
Yes.
So here, sorry.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Uh, so if a student is deleted, so his enrollments, multiple enrollments to the multiple courses will be automatically deleted here. And if a course deleted, for that course, all the enrollments will be deleted. So it is depend upon the junction object, that is hook we are creating with the extra object in the man-to-many relationship, because we don't have any a direct relationship to provide many to many in the Salesforce. That's why we are creating additional object. It will create a hook to both objects, the course and students, to hold the multiple records for the course and students. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because whenever the student is whenever we don't whenever the student left from our training institute or whatever it is, we don't need to maintain the course data of him, right? So
Exactly, exactly.
so
So
in
the
that case,
enrollment is the one, the junction code is the one where it
correct,
is
enrollment
created.
is the junction one.
Yeah,
Enrollment
yeah.
as Shiva said, enrollment acts as an hook between employee and training
Employee
program.
training program, exactly. Got it.
Yeah, if the employee left the organization, we don't need to maintain his training data, we don't need to
Yeah.
maintain his training program data. And if any of the training program is removed from our training program list, then we don't need to maintain the employee data who opted for the training program.
Got it. Got it.
uh, so that's how it is. Okay. Employee training program, we'll see this use case now. While going through it in real time, you'll understand a little more. Shiva, shall we take the same example, or like we'll go with the student and the courses? That would be easy for them to
We can
understand.
take the same example, employee training program, and
Okay.
this will
Okay.
important. It will relate to our onboarding
Our
application, right?
application. Correct. 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 So
And before that, you should check that the employee has more than two master detail.
I
So
think we did not
won't
have any
accept.
object called employee, right? I'm
Okay.
creating the new object. Yeah,
Okay.
employee, employees. It's better to create the new objects only. The purpose of this. I'm going it quickly as you already know how to create the object. Is to employee data, employee name. Reduce this. I'll skip the description, guys. Do this and default on. And this app is only for our employee onboarding application. Save. So we created that employee and training program. Program. Programs. So now we are ready with employee and training program, two applications. Now I'll explain where we get stuck. Employee and training programs. Let's create an employee Shiva or do something like I can have multiple training programs. Okay, let's relate this now. Master detail training program. So, if you look at here, I'm linking employee and training program. Where employee is the child, uh, I want to know for which training program the employee is tagged. And in the same way, in the training program also, for which training program the employee is tagged. I need to link that. Master detail. Let to employee. Okay, I think we already linked here, right? So that's how it's not showing the master detail. Employee. About I think we need to discuss. We need to talk about flexi pages and go with flexi pages. This page layouts are. So I load a employee. I load a employee saying Nitish and say new training program Java. As you can see, right? When I load the employee, I'm like I need to select the training program, and when I select the training program, also I'm seeing the employee. So which is child, which is parent here? We can't decide, right? Because in that scenario, in the employee scenario, the employee is the child. For that employee, we are like assigning the training program. In the training program, uh, in the training program, we are like we are assigning the employee. So both are behaving as a child in one scenario, and both are behaving as a parent in one scenario. Are you guys able to capture?
Yes.
So that's how it is. If I go to employee and create, let's do a training program first. Java. So if I create a new employee, again I need to like the employee will behave as a, here the employee will behave as a parent. But if I go to employee, again I need to select the training program. So it will be the, like we can't decide which is parent and which is child. So in order to link these two objects, in order to store the data, in order to link these two objects, which has many to many relationship. Where in this case, when I say many to many, employee can have many training programs, and any training program can have many employees. So both are in many to many relationship. But we are stuck in a situation where we don't have any field named many to many relationship in the Salesforce. As you can see, you have lookup, master detail, and external lookup. These are the relationship fields. But we don't have any many to many relationship, right? So how we gonna do that? How we gonna achieve that? So we have a workaround in Salesforce. We have a workaround in Salesforce with the help of junction object. With the help of junction object, we'll link the two objects. We'll link the two objects with the master data relationships, and store the employee and the assigned training program for that particular employee named Shiva, and for who and the Shiva opted for which training program. We'll store both the data in one object. And if we delete that, if we remove that enrollment, let's suppose if the employee left the organization, just simple, if we delete that enrollment object, then all the data will be deleted. That's how it is. Use a junction object. I'll make it as enrollment. Are you guys clear now? Practically I showed you, right? Enrollment, enrollments, enrollment. Mhm. Enrollment ID. I'll make this enrollment ID and auto number, and it starts with 0, starting number 100. I'm not adding description, but make sure whatever you do in Salesforce, please add description. It's a best practice. And this enrollment is also for our employee onboarding application. So I will handle that many to many relations with the help of this junction object. with the help of this junction object. I'll create a two relations. One is to employee and the other one is to training program. Enrollment. So I need to link this enrollment to employee and the training program, right? In order to link that, we have relationships in Salesforce, and for this we need to use MD. Because if any of the candidate is deleted, we need to delete this enrollment as well, right? Relate to employee enrollment. Master detail. Training program. As you can see, we have enrollments now. Okay, cool. So I'll create a now I'll remove this relationship field first. Whatever the relationships I created just to show you the issue in the employee, I'll remove this training program relation. Delete employee and training program. Fields and relationships. Employee. Now I'll load the data. Employee. Zero. Yes, sir. Training programs. Java. So am I linking this to am I linking this employee and training program here? No, right? Just I'm creating the data and the linking part is done with the third object. So I have two training programs and two employees. So with this enrollments, I'll make for the employee Narsa, the training program is Java. Save. And for the employee Shiva, I'm assigning the training program as Apex. So this is the like power of many to many relationship. So with the help of third object, we are linking the two objects. We are linking the two many to many relationship objects. Let me add this fields here. Set fields to display employee training program. See, with the enrollment ID, and the employee, and for this employee, what training program has been allocated, and for this employee, what training program has been allocated. If I do, let's suppose I'll go to employee, and I'll go to employee, and I will delete this Shiva. Delete this Shiva. Now we can see. Now we can see. Now we can see the magic, right? Like when I delete that employee, his training program also got deleted, because whenever the employee left the organization, we don't need to maintain his training program data. We don't need to maintain his training program data. correct?
Yeah, bro, we got it.
uh, yeah. So we'll have the training program data here. For that employee, we don't need to maintain the training program data. We don't need to maintain the training program data. So when we delete the employee, when the employee left the organization, his training program data will also be eliminated. So this is the power of junction object for many to many relationship. And and is there anything?
Bro, actually, if we delete the training program data also, automatically it will be deleted from the enrollment, right? How
If
would
you
you?
delete the training program data, yeah, automatically, yeah. Whatever the training program has been allocated, that will also get deleted.
Okay.
Yeah. So with the power of many to many relationships, we can uh, sorry, with the help of junction object, we can solve the many to many relationship problem in Salesforce. If you look at our recent objects, recent tables, talent and a client. A client can have many contacts, but a talent can have only one contact, one client. In the same way, a candidate can have many tasks, but a task task can have only sorry, a candidate can have many tasks, but a task can have only one candidate. So for this, we use the lookup or master detail to solve the problem. But in this scenario, employee and training programs both are behaving as a many to many. Employee can have many training programs, and the training program can have many employees. So if we are stuck in this situation, if we are stuck in the situation in real time where we are like in a situation to for many to many relationship, then we need to create the junction object and link that two objects data. If I click on enrollment new, I'll find only NARSA and the training programs as Epics. So that's how it is. Hope you are good now with the practical approach. Or any questions?
We are good.
Good. So we might came across the situations in real time for the purpose of junction object, where we can see the two tables as many to many relationship. Okay. So hope I can move to next slide. So the last relationship is self lookup relationship, self relationship. So self relationship is a lookup relationship between two records of the same object. One record references another record of the same object. So self relationship is like maintaining its own relationship, maintaining its own relationship. Let's suppose in our scenario, employee onboarding. Let's suppose in our scenario, okay, in our scenario, we have a client here, and for this client, I wanted to know the parent company. I wanted to know the parent company, like the firm. So this is a business. For this business, I wanted to know the firm, like what is the parent company of that. So for this purpose, I will maintain the self lookup relationship. In this client, I will create a new field to create the self lookup relationship to this account only. That we will see in discuss. We'll discuss the use case as well. A self lookup relationship is a lookup relationship where a record is related to another record of the same object. Same object. In simple words, an object lookup to itself. It's like within the same object only, we'll create the lookup relationship and relate to the same object. Parent lookup relationship, Acme East, Acme West. Okay. Key characteristics of the self lookup relationship: same object link. One record references another record from the same object. Uh, it's like knowing the parent of that record, parent of that object, parent of the object. We use the self lookup relationship. No cascade delete. Deleting parent does not delete childs. So we will not have a cascade delete here. And independent ownership, each record has its own owner. Independent security, sharing rules are not permitted, because This is like self lookup is an lookup relationship, not the master detail. So we'll have its own owner, we'll have sharing roles are as its own, and cascade deletion also will not have, and child can exist without parent. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll not show you the use case of self lookup relationship. I want you guys to uh, uh, maintain the self lookup relationship. Okay. Uh, Take this training programs object. So here I want to create a lookup relationship and make it self lookup to this training programs only. Where here I can see few programming language, Apex, Java. So Apex comes under we have make a relationship field naming the programming type or programming category, and make this Apex as you can say as Apex is a server side programming, so you can make it as server side programming. And Java, Java HTML, make let's take an HTML training program, and this HTML is on UI side. So I want to maintain. I want you guys to try this self lookup relationship with this. So here for this HTML, for this training programs, create a self lookup relationship and make the category as HTML is a UI programming language, and Java is the backend programming language, and SQL SQL is a query language. So I want you guys to try this. Create a lookup field and link it to the same object, which is called the parent, which here we are treating it as a parent record. And I want to categorize this. uh, this SQL belongs to which programming category. Create the programming categories like UI, uh, or like UI, UI programming, backend programming, and link this. uh, HTML should belong to UI programming, and Java should belong to backend programming. Are you guys good with this like use case? Is it doable?
think this is not doable. Okay.
No, no. Just understand. Like, just create a lookup field here, and let me show you that. Uh, Shiva, could you prepare any other use case for this self lookup relationship? Meanwhile, I do this. We can give them that
Otherwise, you can create a campaign in the for campaign
parent
object. You can
campaign.
create a lookup. Yeah.
But I guess we all will already have the parent
No,
campaign.
no, no.
Sure.
So
Okay. Sales campaign. Campaign.
there is a use case for that, right? For the account.
Parent campaign. We'll have the campaign for it. So, you, as you can see, when I'm trying to create the campaign record, I'm seeing the self lookup to that campaign only. No, we would not have any use case here. That's why.
In the image, it is showing, right? So account use case.
This is junction.
Account,
Shiva.
right?
This is junction. I think this must be
No, 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 no.
lookup Acme East, Acme West, enrollment junction. This is junction. I already saw that. Okay, I'll show you this use case. I want you guys to. Okay, let's first show this use case, Shiva. Like, okay, it's better take this. So for the account, I wanted to know the parent account. I wanted to know the parent account. Uh, let's suppose cognizant, cognizant. Mhm. Let's take an let's take a example. I'll name it as account tech systems. So this is our company. Okay, here also we have the parent account example. Okay, use we'll use this training program only. New lookup relationship. Here you can see for the training program, I'm creating the lookup relationship, and it's related to training program only, not any other object. In the training program only, I'm creating the self lookup. In the training program only, I'm creating the self lookup. Naming it as parent training program. Program. Next, make it visible for everyone. Next, save. So I created the field in the training program which will relate to the training program only. So employee onboarding app, training program, new training program. This is the issue with this. Okay, new training program. See, uh, I'll make the training program as CSS, and this training program comes under UI training program. This training program comes under UI training program. So in the same training program, I'm like creating a lookup field and uh, relating it to the same training program for the self lookup. I wanted to maintain the parent training program, parent category. Like this CSS comes under which category, which parent training program? It comes under UI. It comes under UI. In the same way, in the same way, uh, HTML. This HTML training program. HTML training program. HTML also comes under UI. Are you guys following?
Yes.
And backend training program and backend training program. Why we are not doable? Just right? Lookup and master data relationship. What I did, just created a lookup and linked to the same object. The backend, Epics or Java. Java is a backend training program. Java is a backend training program. All and select fields to display training program, parent training program. So HTML is a for HTML the training program is UI. For CSS training program is UI, and for Java it's backend programming. So in the same way, I want you guys to do for employees. I want you guys to do for employees or candidates. Yeah, I want you guys to do for employees. So we have fewer employees, uh, and I want to do you guys to create a parent employee by naming like for which, let's suppose Narsa is the one and Shiva is the one. Shiva has referred the Narsa. Shiva has referred Narsa to the to our onboarding application. Shiva has referred Narsa. So Narsa should come under Shiva. Narsa should come under Shiva. So create a self lookup. Create a self lookup by saying uh, with a field called referred parent referral or referred person or parent referral person. So I want you guys to try this. Uh, Create a few of employee records and link that employee record to the parent referred employee. Let's suppose we have Shiva, Narsa and Akhil, these three employees. Out of these three employees, Akhil referred Narsa and Shiva. So when I'm loading the Narsa employee into our onboarding application, I wanted to know who referred him. Narsa, and the referred by. Here I should get my name. Here I should get my name. Are you guys with this good with this use case? Whatever I did for training programs, I want you guys to try for this employees. Are you guys good?
Yes.
Hope it's doable right now.
Yes. Yes.
Mm, yeah, thanks. Uh, hierarchical. So for this hierarchical relationship, okay, this hierarchical relationship we'll discuss tomorrow because this is something depends on the role hierarchy. We'll create the role hierarchies and we'll see the hierarchical relationships. So till now, like, do you have any questions for this many to many relationship and self relationship? You have a very small activity where you need to create the self lookup relationship to link the employee to the referred employee.
Okay.
Are you good to wrap up? Like, do you have any questions before we wrap up? Are you guys good with the use case?
Yeah, bro.
Self lookup relationship. Yeah. So I wanted to know for which who referred that employee? Who referred that employee?
Employee name and who referred that employee.
Correct. Employee name and who referred that employee? Referral name.
Okay.
Create
Okay. Got it.
field called referral name and link that create a lookup field called referral name and link it to the same employee object. Link it to the same employee object. When loading the employee data, I would like to know who referred that employee.
Okay. Got it.
So hope we can end the session. Thanks for joining, team.
Thank you.
Please
Thank
do
you.
practice. Don't fail.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.